Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna, devotees, welcome to Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Today, we will hear from His Grace Arjuna Sakha Prabhu, the nectar from 5th canto, chapter 1, verse 40 to 41. Over to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dhanvat Pranam, Prabhu, Dhanvat Pranam, everybody. Am I audible, Prabhu, properly?
Yes, Prabhuji, loud and clear.
Thank you very much.
Maybe your video is not yet on, but maybe.
Yeah, but I'm still not visible, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji,
Okay.
it's coming up. Yes, Prabhuji.
Sorry, Prabhu. I just um, My
No worries, Prabhu. You can
camera
continue.
was blocked. Okay. Thank you. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tadujayat Muduraye Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangulangayate Girim Jatkrupatamaham Bande Sri Guru Dinatharine Shunyatam Sukatha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hrudayantasto Bhadrani Vibhunoti Sahutsrutam Nashtaprayeshu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatir Uttamasloker Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswata Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Patsat Deshatari Hare Krishna. Prabhu, may I request you to share the screen, Prabhu?
Definitely, Prabhuji.
So you're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, chapter 1, verse 40. Bhusanstanam kruta yena saridgiri banadhivi simacha bhuta nibrityai dvipe dvipe vibhagashah Bhusanstanam krutam yenam saradi banadhivi simacha bhuta nirvyanti dvipe dvipe vibhagashah Bhusanstanam kritam yenam saridgiri banadhivi simacha bhuta nirvityai dvipe dvipe vibhagashah. May I request Prabhuji's, Mataji's, who would like to recite, please?
Prabhu, the black box is here. Bhusamsthanam krutam yena saritgiri vanadibihi seema cha bhuta nivrittai dvipe dvipe vibhagasaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Any
Hare
Prabhuji?
Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Please, Mataji.
Dandavat Pranam. Bhusamsthanam कृतं येन सरिद्गिरि वनादिभिः सीमचा भूत निर्वृत्यै द्वीपे द्वीपे विभागशः. हरे कृष्ण. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
भूसंस्थानं कृतं येन सरिद्गिरिवनादिभिः सीमा च भूतनिवृत्त्यै द्वीपे द्वीपे विभागशः.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. If you would like to recite.
Bhusamsthanam kritam ena sharidgiri vanadibihi stamacha bhuta nirvyatyai dvipe dvipe vibhagashah. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhu. So let's go to this translation and purport. To stop the quarreling among different peoples, Maharaj Priyabrat marked boundaries at rivers and at the edges of the mountains and forests so that no one would trip us upon another's property. Purport. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. The example set by Maharaj Priyabrata in making of different states is still followed. As indicated here, different classes of men are destined to live in different areas, and therefore the boundaries of various tracts of land, which are described here as island, should be defined by different rivers, forests, and hills. This is also mentioned in relation to Maharaj Prithu, who was born from the dead body of his father by the manipulation of the great sages. Maharaj Prithu's father was very sinful, and therefore a black man called Nishada was first born from his dead body. The Nishada race was given a place in a forest because by nature they are thieves and robbers. As animals are given places in various forests and hills, men who are like animals are also destined to live there. One cannot be promoted to civilized life unless one comes to Krishna consciousness. For by nature, one is destined to live in a particular situation according to one's karma and association with the modes of nature. If men want to live in harmony and peace, they must take to Krishna consciousness, for they cannot achieve the highest standard while absorbed in bodily concept of life. Maharaj Priyabrat divided the surface of the globe into different islands so that each class of men should live peacefully and not clash with each other. The modern idea of the nationhood has gradually developed from the divisions made by Maharaj Priyabrat. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येनं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांशंश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथम् इदं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखादितांश। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धु भैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I offer my obeisance to all of you. Srila Prabhupada. So, in this particular verse, that we are understanding how Priyabrat has demarcated the world into various lands based on rivers, mountains. Right? In the previous verse, we learned what Priyabrat was. He formed, but with his chariots, he demarcated seven oceans, multiple oceans, various oceans. And now he's creating, what he is doing is demarcating the lands. Demarcating the lands. What he says? First point, in order to avoid the quarreling among different people, mark boundaries at rivers and at the edges of the mountains and forest. So if you look at today's society, even India, that's India is formed because of this demarcation, right? They were thinking the land beyond the river Sindhu, beyond the river Sindhu is called Hindustan, and Hindustan become converted into, even the name India was also given by the Roman people, right? So it converted into India. So similarly, it was started by Priyabrat. the king Priyabrat, and he demarcated the lands in various aspects, like river, mountains, as well as the forest. Why it is demarcated like this? We can think, for example, let's say, consider the India at the north. In north, what happens? It is covered, it is protected by Himalayas. Our country is protected by Himalayas in the north, so that we escape the enemies coming from different area encroaching our land. Similarly, in the west part, we can see good number of rivers like Sindhu rivers, all the rivers, because that can be protected by the rivers. Forest, Himalayan ranges, and in northern east also huge range of Himalayas is there. If you look at the Arunachal and all this area, and similarly at the bottom we are protected by the ocean, Indian Ocean, right? So similarly, Raja Priyabrat, he protected, marked the boundaries in different aspect. What is the objective? Is to stop quarreling, fighting among each other, because he very well knew that this, if they're living together, the consciousness will be different, and because of that, there will be quarrels and there will be fight among different people. And what the king always wants, the king always looks for peace in this society, in the kingdom. That is the topmost priority. Prabhupada mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam in the first canto, the 7th chapter, while discussing about Narad Muni's disappearance and the realization of in the Dronaputra's ki hatya. If you look at that particular chapter, in some in that particular verse, Prabhupada mentioned that all the kings, they want one thing, that is peace in their kingdom. Everybody wants peace in their kingdom. But why the peace is not achieved? The peace of the society, of the kingdom, is not achieved just because of one thing. Because we all consider our body in the Dehatma Bodh. We think in the Dehatma Bodh. Because of that Dehatma Bodh, considering we as a body and sense gratification is the priority, that's become the problem. And that's why Prabhupada say those United Nations have been formed, but it is not giving any result. It is not solving the purpose. It is not giving peace to the world. And that is the reason. Because what is the reason? Because we are not bringing Krishna at the center. So Prabhupada always tried to bring that United Kingdom, the Krishna at the center, so that everybody can achieve the peace in their respective countries, respective society, respective family. And family being the building blocks, the only peace can be achieved when you are bringing Krishna. That's what the proposal of Srila Prabhupada to United Nations. But nevertheless, it never been understood by people, and the boundary was created. Now, similarly, the boundary, this here Prabhupada mentioned, the concept of creating boundaries or demarcating the lands has come from the King Priyabrat. And we are all following Raja Priyabrat. And gradually, we are walking in the path. And in the previous previous verse, Prabhupada did mention about the remarkable work of Priyabrat. He remarkably, nobody knows, ordinary king can do that. With his chariot, he demarcated different oceans. Multiple oceans is created in this earth, right? And he wanted to make it is a very wonderful place to live for the home, for the citizens, so that the peace and harmony can be achieved. And what is the reason? Because if you look at Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that means Chatu Varna Maya Srishtam Guna Karma Vibhagasha, and he divided the society in the Chatu Varnam, in the 4 Varna and 4 Ashram. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, and also 4 ashramas: the Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa, Chatuvarna, Maya system. It is created by the demarcated. It is the boundary is set by Krishna, Lord Krishna himself. But for the land and for the living space, It is Priyabrata who created these boundaries. And from whom we started following this, and we are creating boundaries and we are fighting for the boundaries. But the whole objective was to what? So that we live in harmony and peace. And Prabhupada in his purport did mention here about the various aspects and the places for different people of different consciousness. We know that what is the reason of fighting? Because of the clash at the level of your consciousness, clash at the level of your gunas, because the influence of the gunas is so remarkable that is bound, the clash is bound to happen. You think about this. Suppose in the family also there is a very highly elevated sattvic vichar, or maybe sattvic who is influenced by the sattvic guna, and there is a highly influenced by the tamasic guna. These two people are living together. You just think and imagine how the class will be taking place in small, very tribal thing. One, the people with the person in the sattvic prabhav, what will take? He will always be elevated. He'll always be aware. Always arised, all conscious for everything. But the persons in the sattvic, in the tamasic, with all sleepy, all sense enjoyment, all kind of ignorance things. So there is a huge difference in the consciousness. So, in order to protect from each other, what they do? We need to create a demark, the boundaries. We need to create boundaries. So, similarly, here Prabhupada given an example of Prithu Maharaj, and it was the King Bena. He has given the King Bena as why it is given the Benas. The Bena was the one who never thought about creating peace and harmony in the society. He never thought, bothered about the creating harmony and peace in his kingdom. Rather, what he did, his priority is to bring influence of the people to convince that he is the God of this kingdom. He is the most superior personality in the entire kingdom, and he wanted the people to people to worship him, and that was the reason. And in this society, if somebody atrocities or maybe kind of dictatorships work, then what happens? The devastation all around, the devastation in the society, devastation in the national level. And that's what happened. But it was the Brahmanical people, those who were thinking betterment of the society, peace and harmony in the society, they came out. And what they did? With their chanting of mantras, Vedic mantras, they killed King Vena. And from the dead body, we can see from the two person came out. One is Nishada from the left leg. Nishada came out. And Nishada, Prabhupada has mentioned about what is the position of Nishada, because he is combination of all the papam, all the ignorance, papam, because the mother of Bain, the Suniti, she is the personified the papam, right? And from her, all the genetical, whatever you call it, all the problems has come up. And because of that, the Nishada was born and he was given a position in the jungle, in the forest. And Nishada here, it is described by Prabhupada, being the conscious level is so low that you can comprehend to live with harmony in this society at the conscious level. And that's why they've been given the positions in the jungle. And Prabhupada mentioned that because of the animal consciousness, they're forced to live in the animal society, along with the animal society. And Prabhupada was very clearly mentioning that Nishada was given a positions in the jungle, in the forest. So similarly, we need to understand, and Prabhupada did mention, unless you are Krishna consciousness, unless you are elevating yourself to Krishna consciousness, you can't live in a high conscious society. And when you're talking about the high conscious society, what Prabhupada mean to say that? What is the standard he is setting up for the high conscious society? We need to look at that point. Prabhupada here, I'm just reading that point particularly, what he says. And Prabhupada did mention about the dead body, how Prithu Maharaj came out from the dead body, his Prithu's father, King Bena, and he was given a different places. And Nishada was given a place in the forest because by nature they are thieves and robbers. As animals are given places in various forests and the hills, men who are like animals are also destined to live there. One cannot be promoted to civilized life unless one comes to Krishna consciousness. This is the very important point. One cannot be promoted to civilized life unless one comes to the Krishna consciousness. But not at the standard of the Britishers. Those who demarcated, if you speak English, then only you'll be civilized world. You, if you are wearing dhoti and kurta, you are not civilized. That is the demarcation by Britishers while they were ruling India. But Prabhupada was the standard for the civilized world is different. High living, high standard of living, but simple living, high thinking. Simple living is what is described as given in the society, as given in the scripture. Isavasam idam sarvam jayedam jagatam jagat tvena tatvena bhunjitana grihat kasyate dhanam. This is the simple living our scripture has given. What is this thing? Isavasam idam sarvam. Whatever we look around, everything is part and parcel of the Lord. Is the ownership is at the hand of the Lord. He is the owner. Jat kinchit jagatam jagat. Whatever things that is available is all the ownership is with the Lord. Then what should be the principle of living? Tvena taktvena vunjita na grihat kashidatanam. We need to have this much what is given provided to us. That's why the animal kingdom is they're very strict follower of the Lord. They never deviate. Whatever, for example, given Prabhupada gives the example. Suppose there is a bag full of grain, and is given in this on the road. So what the bird will do? The bird will come, take away some of the birds and take it to their home, maybe for their siblings. Some animals will come, if related to maybe cow, or maybe they will eat tummy full and they go. But when you look at the human being, they will come and they will grab the bags and go away. Na grihat kasyate dhanam. And this is the defying this the principle defined by God. So never be greedy, never be run after the saving money is a saving mentality. The greedy mentality, not saving, greedy mentality. I need more and more and more and more. And that's why the clashes happens. So this is the principle number one. What is the another principles? Lord Brahma given. There is a wonderful principle, and it is again and again being quoted by Srila Prabhupada about this particular principle. So Brahmaji says, Tatvenu kampasu samikhyamano bhunjan evam atmakrit vipakam. You need to tolerate. Tatvenu kampa. Everything is the mercy of the Lord. Everything is the blessings of the Lord. And we need to praise, we need to always retrospect that particular blessings of the Lord given to our life. We are given a human body, there's wonderful blessings. We are given the beautiful ear to listen, that is the blessings of the Lord. We are given the eyes to look at the world around, that is the blessings. We are given family, that's the blessings. We are given everything that's around us for us. We have been given good food, good supply of the food for our day-to-day life. That is a blessings. And we have so many things to be to praise Lord, thankful to express our gratitude to the Lord. And the first thing is to express our gratitude to the Lord. Tatvenu kampasu samikhyamam. Thank you very much, Prabhu. So that we should express our gratitude at every point of our life for everything that God has given to us. The first principle. And second principle, if we are suffering, that is also we think that it is because of our past deed. We have done some mistakes. We defy the rules and regulation of the Lord. We cut short and try to manipulate the principles. That's why we are given the punishment. I need to be tolerant about that. Bhunjan evam atmakrit vipakam. But the third point is this is the real Krishna consciousness. And Prabhupada defined very wonderfully described this. Hridbhag bhapurvi vidheya namaste. With your hrid, with your heart, Bani, that is your voice, bhapubhi vidheya namaste. We should be surrendered to the Lord with our heart, mind, and soul, whether jibetaye mukti padeshadayava. And then only we can elevate ourselves from the three modes of nature and put ourselves in the Krishna consciousness. My dear Lord, who is saying this? It is Brahma who has created this universe, the secondary creator of this universe. He is mentioning about it. My dear Lord, who want earnestly wait for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him. Dayabak, mercy. Dayabak means what? The mercy of the Lord. All the while, patiently suffering the reaction, bipakam. Suffering the reaction is bipakam. Bunjan ibam atmakrut bipakam. And the bipakam is what he thinks about. Atmakrut is done by me, my mistakes. Because I was entangled in this material world, because of that I'm suffering. Whatever suffering come is because of me. That's his thinking. In this past made deed and offering you the respectful obeisance with his heart, words, and body. And in Srimad Bhagavad Gita also we have, in the 5th chapter, we understand how the yogi that do offer these obeisance to get associated with the Lord. How they do that? Kayena manasha buddhya kevalor indriyorapi yoginam karma kurbanti sangatyaga atmashuddhai. Atmashuddhai. This is the consciousness level. How you can elevate yourself. And here Brahmaji is saying that this is the principle of living. The principle of living. First principle of living, we can think about the Ishopanishad. Isavasam idam sarvam jayedam jagatam jagat. And we are talking about the second principle, the principle of what? The living as a human being with a higher consciousness. Jibetaye mukti padeshadayavak. We're not looking for mukti, but what he says, Brahmaji says, yes, even mukti is also given by the mercy of the Lord. But in order to get the mukti, we should live in that principle that everything is from Krishna as blessings to me, and whatever wrong is happening because of my misdeed and past deed. And how to do that? Now, what is as a human being, what I should do? I should now offer my obeisance to the Lord with my body, with my voice, and also with my heart. And that should, if you inculcate that this, and Prabhupada has given this emphasis, how to develop the sadhana and elevate yourself in the Krishna consciousness, then only you'll be eligible for entering into this civilized world. And what is the civilized world for us? Whenever Krishna is saying that dukkhalem asaswatam, and everybody is entangled with this, and can you call it the civilized world? No. And what is the civilized world? We're talking about the world where there is no kunta, there is no anxiety. There is no anxiety. Otherwise, the world is full of anxiety. Each and every moment there is anxiety everywhere around. But what Prabhupada says, there is no anxiety. Kingdom of no anxiety. By kunta, no kunta. By means without. Kunta, anxiety, without anxiety. But Prabhupada definitely has given a remarkable teachings to all of us. We can create our Vaikuntha, Gulak Vrindavan at your own house. By practicing what? By practicing Krishna consciousness. I would like to highlight some of the points that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given a standard of Krishna consciousness. Right? And this is a discussion happening between, this is Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila, Adhyaya 7. And Chaitanya Charitamrita is in Kasi, and Prakash Nand Saraswati has invited him for a lunch program. And Prakashanand Saraswati, what he was really describing the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the very emotional sentimentalist. Why? Why sentimentalist? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing in the street. He was engaged in the Krishna consciousness, that is in Sankirtan movement. And what is the meaning of the Sankirtan? Is to keep on dancing in ekastri with the devotees in the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And Prakashanand Saraswati, being a sannyas, he was defining the standard of a sannyasi. What is the role? What is the objective? What should be what the activities of the sannyasi? He was describing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he was saying the sannyasi, dharma of a sannyasi is not to go to the street chanting and dancing in the ekastri with the devotees. This is nothing but sentimentalist. And this is not the standard of a sannyasi. And he is telling Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you know, the standard of the sannyasi is to sit in the secluded places, always engaged in Vedanta, keep on reading in the Vedanta, Vedas, Purana, Upanishad, and all these stuffs, and spread the message of the Vedas. And this is the duty of the sannyasi. And now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very, very, very particularly, and he was telling about describing about the standard of Krishna consciousness. I just wanted to highlight some points. This is such wonderful points, but a little bit lengthy. But if Prabhuji, if you'll allow me, I'd like to recite that. Prabhu kahe shuna sripada ihara karana Guru mora murkha dekhi korilo shasana. Guru, my Guru is considering me as the foolish one. Murkha means foolish. My Guru considered me as the fool. And because of this, what he did, he wanted to bring me discipline. He wanted to bring discipline in my life. Murkha. And now Guru is saying, what my Guru says is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu telling Prakashananda Saraswati. What is saying? Murkha tumi tomar nahi ka Vedant adhikar. Krishna mantra japa sada ei mantra sar. Now you are the foolish one. You have no intelligence. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling Prakashananda Saraswati, my Guru says, I am bereft of intelligence. I am the murkha, foolish person. So you don't have the right to read Vedanta. Being a foolish person, less intelligent person, you don't have any right to read Veda and Vedanta Sutra. Vedanta, and you don't have the right. So what you do? Krishna mantra japasada. Always chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Or what is this? This is the essence of the life. A mantra shara. Now Prakashananda Saraswati was listening, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was describing how the Guru imbibed Krishna consciousness into Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now he says, Krishna mantra haite habe sansara mochana, Krishna nama hoite pabe Krishna racharana. What he says, Krishna mantra hoite pabe habe. The entire world, entire sansar, the entire cosmos can be elevated with what? With yes, Prabhu, thank you. The entire universe can be elevated in the Krishna consciousness by what? Only through this Hare Krishna mantra. Krishna mantra hoite have sansara mochana. Mochana means that can be get rid of all contamination. And what is the essence? Krishna mantra. Krishna nama hoite pave Krishna racharana. And with this Krishna nam, you get Krishna charan. The foot, the charana, the lotus feet of Krishna can be begotten. Now, this is very important points. Nama binu kalikale nahi ar adharma, sarva mantra saranama ei sastra marma. This is the essence of all the sastra. In this Kali Yuga, there is no other than chanting the holy name, which is the essence of all the Vedic Ramins. This is the purport of all the scripture. Now just remember, this is a remembrance. Who is telling this? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling to Prakashananda Saraswati. About whom? How the Guru instructed him. Now he says, Eta boli eka sloke sikhaila more, Kante kari ei sloka kari habe chare. Now, my Guru Maharaj has given a very wonderful sloka to me. And he given me instruction to remember this time and again, always. And this is the essence. You just listen. Harinnama Harinnamebhya Kevalam Kalo Nasteva Gatiranyatha. This is the instruction of my Guru Maharaj to remember these particular things in my mind, in my consciousness, time and again. What is that? Hare Namebhya Kevalam. For the spiritual progress in this age of Kali, there is no alternative, there is no alternative, there is no alternative to the holy name, the holy name, the holy name of the Lord. Only Hare Nama, Hare Namibhya Kevalam. Gatiranyatha. There is no other way. There is no other way. There is no other way. But what we need to do? E Agya Paya Namo Laya Anukshana Namo Lete More Branta Helo Mana. By taking this name, by following the instruction of the Guru, I started chanting the name and I kept on reciting. And after taking the shelter and chanting the name, what happened? Bhranta Hilaman. Bhranta Hilaman. My mind got subsided. Dharya Dharite Nare Hoilal Unmatta Hasikandi Nachigaye Jena Mada Matta. This is the beginning of the when you are get associated with Harinam. Now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is given the standard of a devotee, the standard, the ecstasy of a Harinam. And he has given the standard of what happens when you are chanting with purity, when you're chanting with ecstasy, when you're chanting with deep love. What he says, Dharya Dharite Nare. Helam means Ami, me, myself. Helam means I could. Unmatta is like a madness. And out of the madness, what happened? Hasi means I kept up laughing. Kande, crying. Nache, dancing. Gai, singing. And Ei Madamatta. This is the kind of the symptoms started coming out from my mind, from me. What happened? Hasi, Kandi, Nachi, Gai, Iche Madamatta. I became mad like this and started crying, singing, dancing, and sometimes laughing. Tabe dharya dhari mane korilu bichar. Thereafter, what happened? I started thinking about it with passions. What did it? I just thought about this. Krishna name jnana chanda hoilo amar. With the introspection, with passions and introspection, what I understood, because of the Krishna name, the jnana has started coming out from my heart. The jnana started coming out from my heart. Now think about this. Tesham aham anukampartham aham ajnanajam tamam nasyasmi cha aham partha jnanadipena bhashyate. It is the mercy of the Lord and it is the mercy of the Nam Prabhu. What happens? The jnana is coming from the heart. The knowledge is flowing from the heart by the mercy of the Lord. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also telling the same thing. That because I could understand with the passensful introspection, I could understand because of the Naam, the mercy of the Naam, my heart is getting sprouted with knowledge, is coming out with knowledge. Pagala hoilo ami dharya nahi mane, eta chinti nibedilu guru racharane. I become mad and I lost my patience, right? Dharya nahi mane. In my mind, there is no patience. I immediately went to my guru. And that what I did, Nivedilu means I offered my, my what do you call it? Nivedan means Nivedan means request. I offered my request to my guru's foot, guru lotus feet. Kiba, thereafter this is he says. Kiba, he is going to his guru and telling his guru, what about this entity? You just listen, this is a wonderful point. Kiba mantra dela gosai, kiba tar bol, jopite mantra karilo, pagal. Oh my guru, what you have given? What kind of mantra you have given to me? Oh Gosai means when we Prabhu, we call Prabhu is Gosai. Oh my Prabhu, what the mantra you have given? And what is the strength of this mantra? And the moment I started chanting, I became mad. Japite mantra karila pagala. A mantra, the Harinam mantra has made me mad. I become mad now. Mad in what? Mad in Krishna Ekasti. Hasaya nachaya more korila krandan. Itasuni guru hasi bolila vachan. And the mantra is doing what? The power of the mantra is like this. Hasaya nachaya more korila krandan. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu described in this. Nayanam galada shrudharaya vadanam gadagada ruddhaya gira pulakir nikitam vapadukara tavanam grihane bhavishyati. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu described this in a wonderful point in Sikhyastakam. And when you are chanting the name of the Lord, Harinam, what happened? These are the kind of the vikara likely to come. Nayanam galada shrudharaya. From your eyes, the tears will be flowing down. Vadanam gadagadda ruddhaya gira. You start shaking, your body gets shaking, and all the goosebumps will be standing, and the kantha, the voice cord will be choked. Kantha avaruddha gira. But when it happens, when you're chanting the name of the Lord with purity, with love, you're chanting. But Narad Muni is in the opposite. What he says, in the opposite, if you don't have that love and attachment for the Nam Prabhu, what happened? Tadatma sharam hridayam batedam. It must be steel-hearted being. The soul is made up, the soul must be made up of steel. If they're chanting the name of the Lord and this kind of akasti is not coming out, tadatma sharam hridayam batedam. There must be a steel-hearted soul. By chanting the name of the Lord, still you are getting this kind of symptom in your life. Jat guhyamani harinamadeya. You are chanting the name of the Hari, but these symptoms are not coming. What are the symptoms? Na vikriyetad tadatma sharam hridayam batedam jat guhyamani harinamadeya. Na vikriyetad tadiyo bikaro. Netre jalam gatra ruheshu harsat. The eye is not coming, the tear is not coming out from the eyes. And if you're not getting choked, and if you're not getting any kind of symptom, that means you are steel-hearted. That means there is no taste for the Harinam. But here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what he says, Hasaya nachya more kariya kandan itasuni guru hasi bolila bachan. And when I say, oh my Guru, when I chant the name, I become mad. And what happens? I laugh, I dance, and I sometimes cry. What happens? Then now the Guru laugh at me and he says what? Krishna nama mahamantrer eita svabhava jai jape tara Krishna upajaye bhava. This is the essence of the Krishna Nam. This is the essence of Harinam. Whoever chant the holy name with love, what happened? He get this bhava. He gets, whoever chant it, they're bound to get, they'll be getting this Mahabhav. That is Bhava, Upujaya Bhava. The potency of the Krishna Nam is like this. And it has got the potency to bring that Bhava within the heart of anybody who is chanting this name. And now he says, Krishna Vishayaka Prema Parama Purushartha Yarage Trunatulya Chari Purushartha. And the four Purushartha, you know all about that. What are the four Purushartha? Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. This Purushartha has got they're just like pebbles. They're just like Truna in the grass. They're so feeble. They cannot come in comparison to this, the Param Purushartha, the Bhakti. Now he's telling about this. What is the essence of this Krishna consciousness is this one. This Krishna consciousness is in such a high position. The four essential things that we are longing for in our life. What are the four Purushartha? Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. We are longing tirelessly for these four things. But these four things are just like a very grass in front of this what? Prema Bhav, which is the Param Purushartha. And again, it has been given in Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhav. Dharma Prayajita Kaita. No, what he says? And Srimad Bhagavatam is described. The ultimate Purushartha is Bhakti. Ultimate Purushartha is Bhakti. And that's the highest Purushartha. Sabai punsa paro dharmo, jato bhaktir adhyukhyase, ahetukya apratihatam jo atmanam saprasiddhati. Dharmasu anushchitan punsan, vissusvena katha sruja, nautpatte jadirati shramai vaikyaparam. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is described. The highest form, the Purushartha, is Bhakti. And if you are not getting inquisitiveness for this particular Bhakti, then what you are doing? You are engaging yourself in unnecessary thing. And these are all sheer, only hard work, nothing else. Suppose you are earning millions and millions dollar, and you are not engaged in Krishna consciousness, you are not developing the test for Krishna consciousness, not developing test for listening to Krishna Katha, then there is sheer wastage of your life. So now he says, Krishna Vishayaka Prema. Now he is describing, the Guru is describing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Panchama Purushartha Preman Mada Mrityush Amruta Sindhu Mukhyadi Ananda Jara Nahi Eka Bindu. Now he is comparing these two. One is Prema, Krishna Prema, and comparing Krishna Prema with what? With this Purushartha. And the Krishna Prema is like ocean, like Prema Ananda Amruta Sindhu, and Prem Ananda, the bliss, and Amrit, nectar, and is the nectar, the ocean of nectar. What? Premanad, Prem Ananda. The Krishna Prem Ananda is like a ocean, nectar of ocean. And in front of that nectar ocean, Mukhya Adi, the char Purusha, the four Purushartha that we are talking about, are just like a drop. Just like a drop. Therefore, the Prabhupada was asked, Prabhupada, how is the happiness in the family life? I think it was in California, and Prabhupada in the stage in front of so many people. And he speated 3 times. Three times he speated. And he recited, Gruhamedi Sukham Tuchha Hi Tuchham. The Gruhamedi that we are talking about, entangled family life, is like what? The happiness of this family life is what? Tuchha Hi Tuchham. And he speated thrice. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was describing that particular point about the nectar of the Krishna consciousness. Mukhyadi Ananda Jara Nahi Eka Bindu. We cannot compare the Chaturtha Purushartha, Char Purushartha with Prem, Krishna Prem. Premara Swabhave Kare Chitta Manukyubha Krishner Charana Prapte Upujaye Lobha. Now you develop inquisitiveness and greediness for Krishna consciousness. This is the beginning of the real Krishna conscious life. Now you got the test, you got the rati, you got now the bhakti will start. The bhakti will start. Now when you get the bhakti, you started more and more inquisitiveness, and you become more and more greedy for lova, upujaya lova. If you look at this word, praprate, when you get the Krishna charan, now you become more greedy. Upujaya lava. And in contrary, if you're looking at the material greedy, that is a ripu, that is a satru for you. That will make you fall down further and further. But when you are talking about the lova, upujaya lova for greediness for Krishna, that will uplift you and elevate your Krishna consciousness. Elevate your consciousness. Thereafter, what happens? Premara shobhave bhakta hase kande gaye unmatta hoya nache iti uti padhai. Well, if he became mad, like he behaves like mad. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling Prakashanand Saraswati, now this symptoms has come to me. Now because all this happening because of whom? Because of my Guru Maharaj. Why so? Because I was the foolish one, I don't know anything, I have no intelligence, and because of this, my Guru instructed. Now he has described about all these symptoms, the Ashtabikar. I'm not going to detail about that Ashtabikar. Now I'm going to the essence of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is finally giving it to us. Now the essence is he's saying this. Now just let me. Now he described all this. Now yes. Now he was instructed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu followed this. He, with love, with the complete surrender to the Nam Prabhu, he started chanting. And now Guru, he went to the Guru. Guru says, this is the essence of Krishna consciousness, the essence of the name, Nam Prabhu, Krishna Nam, and it will elevate you. And now the Guru says, now this is the essence, what Guru instructed, and this is the instruction to for all of us. And this is what I wanted to highlight this point. Eitare Bhakya me Druda Vishwas Dhari, Nirantar Krishna Nama Sankirtana Kari, Sahi Krishna Nama Kabhu Gaya Nachaye, Gahi Nachi Nahi Ami Apana Ichhaye. Now I followed with determination, with complete faith. I kept on chanting and chanting and chanting. And with this, I enjoyed the releases the nectar. I'm just coming to that point where there is an instruction by a guru to go and I'm just if I miss that particular point. And this particular, I'm just not getting that prominent. I missed it. And where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was instructed by his guru that you go and you enjoy this nectar and go out to the people and publicly spread this message with Sankirtan. I'm just not getting that point. I'm so sorry for that. That is a very wonderful point I want to highlight. Guru Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was instructed by his guru to relishes the nectar of Harinam and go and do the Sankirtan Jagya and bring association of the devotee and spread the message throughout. I'm so sorry for that. Yeah, but yeah. Okay, but the essence is that what the instruction of Guru is to go out, enjoy the releases the nectar of Harinam and spread the Harinam and go out to the street and do Sankirtan karo, and you just this is the essence of life. And Prakashananda Saraswati, there was a discussion happened, and this is what I just wanted to highlight: the standard of Krishna consciousness. And this is the standard Prabhupada wanted to deliver it to the street of the world, each and every nook and corner of the world. So that what happens? So that we enjoy the Krishna consciousness and get the taste of the Harinam, taste of the Krishna consciousness. And once you get the taste, we can think about the upliftment of our own self. And Prabhu Krishna, Lord Krishna also says, Bishab binivartante niraharasya dehina, rashovaryam rashopasya parabuddhi. Right? So this is what Krishna wants us to get the taste of the Krishna consciousness. And when you get the taste of Krishna consciousness, this will give you more and more inquisitiveness, more greediness to attach with Krishna. And in lieu of this, what will happen? You will start developing detest from the material test what we are entangled for is. And this test will give us a higher test, and the higher test will give us the detest for the material enjoyment, engagement that we are involved, and we are binded by three modes of nature. And Prabhupada wanted this is a wonderful way, so that what is the mission? The mission is to bring Vaishnavas in the society, so that looking at the Vaishnava, people will get attracted. Looking at the Vaishnavas, their etiquettes, their behavior, people will be, the society around will be attracted, and they will understand what is the objective of the human life. What is the objective of human life is not to waste the time in earning money, running after honey, running after everything, and forgetting Krishna. No, this is not the objective. The only objective of human being is to follow Krishna consciousness and elevate oneself. Uddaret atmanam atmanam na atmanam avashadayet atmano hi atmanor bandhu atmanor tripuratmana. This is the essence of human being, and this is the standard given to us by our Acharya Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Lord Himself came and He given the standard. What you get, what kind of elevation that you can see from this Hasai, right? Nachai, Kande. Well, I become the deeply in this crying mode, in the laughing mode, in the acoustic dancing mode. That's how we all enjoyed that, right? While we are dancing in Krishna consciousness in the full Harinam, right? Yesterday, for those who were there in this evening program, Mataji was singing Damodarashtakam, Kirtan. It was so wonderful, right? Who will not cry? Who will not, if there is heart is pure, who will not cry? Who will not flow tears, right? Listening all these stuffs. And this is the essence of Krishna consciousness. This bring bliss in each and every moment. Pratipadam purnamriti aswadanam. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this point. And how can that be, how we can create a doubt of this? Pratipadam purnamriti aswadanam. Each and every moment, every step, what we get? The nectar of bliss. But what? If you are running in this Krishna consciousness, if you are following the Krishna consciousness in the proper way, under the guidance of the Guru, under the guidance of the spiritual master, guidance of our devotees, co-devotees, guidance of the Acharya, guidance of the Srimad Bhagavatam, guidance of the Bhagavad Gita, guidance of the Chaitanya Charitamrita. And they are bound to happen. Pratipadam purnamriti aswadanam. And if you are doing that, we will become eligible for a higher society. The society without Kuntha, the Vaikuntha. And this is Prabhupada want us to be. Prabhupada want us to be in that position, even in this house, staying in this house, to be in that level of consciousness. And this is the mission, this is the endeavor Prabhupada has given. There's so much of efforts Prabhupada did. So much of books he has written. So much of tireless journey he has done. Tirelessly he moved around everywhere. Just to do what? So that we uplift that standard of living. We bring to that level of standard of living. And we enjoy life. Pratipadam purnamriti aswadanam. We're not here to suffer. We're here to enjoy the bliss. Nayam deha dehanu bhaja nirloki kastan kama na arhasi bidbhujam. Tapo divyam putraka jena suddeta satta. You see, sukham anantam. You are right. You have the right to enjoy the ananta sukham. And this is the one verse that changed the entire landscape of our country, Bharatvarsa, right? You all know that. This is the one verse that completely changed the landscape and the culture of our country. And how King Bharata become the acoustic. He started developing Krishna consciousness and developing his brother as a leaders. And that brothers, after getting the learning from his brother, and uplift themselves and the society and citizens of this country and imbibe the culture of Vasudeva Kutumbakam, imbibe the culture of Krishna consciousness, imbibe the culture of spirituality. And that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also saying, Bharat Bhumite Janma Hoila Jar, Janma Sarthak Kari Karo Paropakar. Amar Agya Guru Heya Taroe Desh, Jara Dekhe Tare Kaho, Jare Dekho Tare Kaho, Krishna Upadesh. And this is the essence. And Prabhupada, this is the expectation Prabhupada has got for us, from us. Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks a lot for your wonderful time and giving me opportunity to, though I don't have that level of, we call the level of depth for this, but still with the mercy of Guru, mercy of Guru Maharaj, mercy of Prabhupada, mercy of all of you, I could muster courage to say something on this. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. If anybody has got any point to describe, share, I invite them. And also, if you have any questions, we can discuss, please. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Arjun Sakha. Wonderful class in the morning. I think you gave the problem, you gave the root cause and the solution also. So wonderful class. Thank you so much. And the icing on the cake was those verses, beautiful nectarian verses from Chaitanya Charitamrita, none other than from the words of Mahaprabhu himself.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna.
much. The lines are open. I think devotees can, if they have some comments, questions, thoughts, please share.
Very nice class, Prabhu, and the conversation is very nice. Is that last verse is Prithviyache Nagaradigrama, Prabhu?
No, Mataji, that is coming from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But this verse that I am describing, I just out of this is a mundane mind, Mataji. This is the mundane intelligence I can prove myself. That I forget that particular verse, the very essential verse, and the verse, the translation of the verse is now. The Guru says to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, now he got the nectar, the essence of Harinam that you releases them. Now, because you releases it out of your experience, go out to the public and engage yourself in Krishna consciousness in Sankirtan and engage others for others also in this Sankirtan movement.
Yes.
Is it verse 92, Prabhuji?
Prabhu, can you please recite, Prabhu?
Yeah, 1 second.
Maybe this verse is presided to.
Nacha gao bhakta sange kare sankirtana Krishna nama upadeshe kare sarvajana. Is that
Wonderful, Prabhu. This is what I was looking for. Prabhu, can you please share it, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, this is what I was looking for. I just forget it that. Yeah, exactly, Prabhu. This is what I was looking for. Now, the Guru instructing whom? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nacho gao bhakta sange kara sankirtana Krishna nama upadeshi tara sarvajana. This is the essence. And Prabhupada took it in the blood and heart and soul. Right? Nacho gao bhakta sange kara sankirtana. In association of the devotee, what do you do? Nacho gao and sankirtan karo. Krishna Nama Upadeshu. Upadeshi means give the instruction of Krishna Nam. To whom? Sarvajana. To everybody. Jare dekho, tare kaho, Krishna Upadesh. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, following his Guru's instruction, now giving the instruction to whom? To all his disciples. Amar Agnya Guru Heya Tarai Desh. Jare dekho, tare kaho, Krishna Upadesh. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never discriminated whether he's a Patra, Supatra, Kupatra. No, never. Distributed as following his instruction to the Guru. Though Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is the Lord himself, but what he did, without bicharing, without discriminating whether he is eligible, not eligible, he distributed mercifully to everybody. And how Nityanand Mahaprabhu was going to his door and door, doors to door to door, and begging, please, 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 take the one time just name, recite the name of Hari. And what I'll do, I'll become your servant, eternal servant to you. And on the in the gate, in the door, in the front door of the house, he will fall down, Dandavat, and he says, from now onwards, I am your servant. You consider me as your servant and do whatever you like. You see, what is the compassion? What a compassion. So, not only it gives the Prema Pumartha Mahan, Prema Pumartha Mahan, this is the highest mellow, the transcendental mellow in the form of bhakti. Not only we releases that, but also we need to help people. We develop the compassion so that we will be inquisiting to develop, to distribute this name and the glories of the Lord, the glories of the Harinam to everywhere around. And that is the essence of our, the ISKCON, that is the essence of Srila Prabhupada, and established in three foundations. Jivedaya Nameruchi Vaishnava Shiva. Prabhupada has given a very wonderful points. 3 points came from the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Gaudiya Parampara. And what is the three essential first pillar? Jivedaya. First is being compassionate to each and every being, not only to human being, but for everybody. That's why it is first thing that Prabhupada is written, no hinsa, no meat eating, no fish, no nothing. Jivedaya. Second is the complete inquisitiveness, the essence, the test for the name. And Vaishnava Shiva, to serve the Vaishnava, serve the mission of the Vaishnava. That is the three pillar of our devotional service. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhu, for bringing this particular verse. I was searching for this, I could not find it. Thank you, Prabhu.
Any further comments or questions or inputs? Okay, Prabhuji, I think we'll end here with Vaishnava pranams.
भावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय वैष्णव ठाकुर श्री प्रभुपाद की
जय
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you all devotees. We'll meet tomorrow.
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
I'll end.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavata Pranam, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.